Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Wolfgang. Okay, so one of my previous videos, Creationist Fear Scientific Progress, was replied to by a true freethinker, aka Mariano. Excuse me. He's made a reply to it with a few questions and points to it, and I'm just gonna analyze it, see what it's all about.
This is a reply to Wolfgang, who posted a video titled Creationism and Scientific Progress, which was in turn a reply to a video of mine. And first let me say, Wolf, I appreciate you not only replying, but letting me know that you replied. I'm sure all of us have the same experience on YouTube, having so many comments and messages, and you know, 99% of them are just a waste of time. So I was actually glad to see one message that was constructive. So I appreciate that, friend.
Yeah. To be honest with you, new YouTube kind of annoys me just a little, in that the replies are a little bit harder to do. But you know, other than that, that's another like can of worms that I'll open up for another day. Let's talk about your vid more.
Now, I will grant that I think your video was mostly an excuse for a rant. I don't know if you really dealt with the content of my video, but that's fine. I mean, I actually enjoyed listening to you. The overall point seemed to be that my view of the universe is somehow faulty, and you condemn my view. But I would like to know upon what premise you condemn me and my views, keeping in mind that every condemnation implies a moral doctrine of some kind. Okay, I would like an answer to that first, because actually...
Okay, it's not necessarily condemning your views, but rather your view of the science show Cosmos, that's promoting atheism due to its emphasis on science and education. Now, the show Cosmos mainly focuses on the universe and how you can understand it through science, and the scientific method is it's the methodology by which we understand the laws of nature, which is consistent, that we can learn about through physical evidence and reason and logic. And the reason we understand this is the primary reason why we use this methodology and apply it to reality is because of the practical benefits that it yields in terms of not just its history, but the overall achievements that that science, reason, and experience has given us. So it's not so much that a problem of atheism that you're having, but the fact that physical evidence and reason and logic, which is the essential core of the scientific method, has delivered far better advances to the modern world than religion or tradition or myth or anything supernatural that you believe in. So that's basically the issue of what you're having. It's a matter that whether or not a God exists is sort of irrelevant to science, because it focuses itself on what is observable, what is testable, measurable, quantifiable, and repeatable. That actually delivers results. That actually has the potential to deliver goods, as opposed to focusing on supernatural entities which have no predictive power whatsoever.
There's quite a few things that came to mind as I watched your video, and there's a lot of things I'd like to state and respond to. But I thought that I should pose that question first, and then if you're so inclined to continue a discussion back and forth with replies or what have you, then we can take it from there. But I would definitely like an answer to that. And I think I'd like to point out that on your view, my misunderstanding of the universe is actually a result of biochemical reactions occurring within my haphazardly evolved brain. And if our views of the universe contradict each other, it's merely a result of my biochemistry different from yours. In fact, my views would be a result of a Darwinian survival mechanism. So how could you fault me for them? Thanks, friend.
Okay, I feel like that was a bit of a straw man he placed up, because apparently he said that the reason we disagree is due to brain chemistry, and that apparently I can't fault him because religion is apparently the result of agent detection being the basis for religion and somewhere in our evolutionary timeline. It's not so much that it's the fact that, well, natural selection clearly tends to improve cognitive faculties over time. That's seen not just with just transitional forms, but also with DNA. But there's no evidence that warrants otherwise. And cognitive faculties doesn't necessarily imply unreliable beliefs, because we have things like learned behavior, which can correct errors, and but behavioral tools, like any technology, can deliver real facts about the real world. So basically, if you would have a view that's inconsistent with reality, it really doesn't matter, because we have empirical methods, we have definitions, we have rules, we have criteria and standards to how we understand what is consistent with reality from what is not. If you were driving 30 miles, well, if you were driving and you had some sort of number dyslexia, you read the speed limit, it says you're supposed to go like 30 miles per hour, but instead you go 60. A cop takes out a meter gun and he observes you and then measures you with that meter gun. It doesn't matter if you can't really know what the exact limit you're supposed to go. He's gonna come over. He's gonna stop you. He's gonna tell you how and why he knew you were breaking the law. He's gonna show all his evidence, and at the end of the day, he's gonna give you a ticket, and he's gonna prescribe to you some ways to where you could actually reform that. I would say that this analogy sort of applies to usness in this thing. What matters is models of predictive capability, and if your model has an inconsistent way of having this sort of capability, then it's really a matter of reforming that model and having it being more consistent with reality. But that's the general view on things. Anyway, this has been Wolf King. Peace out. If you like this video, fave, share, subscribe, comment. Let me hear your thoughts. Also, watch Cosmos on Sunday at 9 with Neil deGrasse Tyson. You'll love it. Peace. I can't wait for your reply, by the way, Mariano.